Welcome to Tastemakers. I'm Lisa Mateo. From the hottest restaurants to local dives, celebrities always know where to eat, and here's your chance to join them. Come along for the ride as our guests share their favorite meal, and the chefs that make them teach you the recipe. That's all part of Tastemakers, your reservation to food and fame. There's fashion and there's style, and Vivienne Tam lives them both. Beyond the patterns, silhouettes, and runways lies a person whose work has impacted pop culture and history, as some of her collections are on display in museums. Actors, athletes, and fashionistas around the globe have worn her collections for more than 15 years. But today, we're going beyond the designs and the spotlight. Come along for the ride with Vivienne Tam, the clothes maker, design maker, and the taste maker. Hi, Vivienne, how are you?
Hi, Lisa.
Come on in.
So great. Yeah.
Where are we going to eat?
Hakkasan, my favorite restaurant.
And what are we going to have?
Roasted silver cord and vegetarian dim sum platter.
Really?
It's my favorite dishes.
All right, let's go. What do you love about this place?
The mix, you know, it's very modern, mixed with tradition. Authentic at the same time, but very fusion, you know. I don't like the fusion, that word, you know, a lot of time, because sometimes fusion is like you lost the whole identity, you know, of the food, where it came from.
What do you find more adventurous, your collections or the food that you enjoy?
Both, actually. I go to a restaurant, it's part of my inspiration for my clothes. When you taste the different ingredients in your mouth, you know, and it's like you feel amazing, you feel, wow, so sexy. Like you're wearing your clothes feel sexy, or you feel comfortable, you feel there's a balance, you know. There's all this kind of different energy that you feel from the food, and also the clothes that you wear too, you know. Different designs make you feel sexy, or make you feel balanced, or or empowering you. Sometimes food empowering you too.
As a designer, you have inspiration all around you, but you always mention your mother is your inspiration.
Yes,
how has she influenced your work?
My mother, you know, she's a great cook. She taught me how to cut the meat, you know, and like follow the grain, and you know, it's like fashion.
Yeah,
you have to follow certain grain,
hands.
working with your hand. She told me, you know, you never use a knife, you know, cut vegetables. You have to use hand to break, you know, like you use like a knife to chop it. You lost the human touch, you know. Food is about human to human, and when you put love to your food, you know, you share your love, put your soul into everything, and then you will succeed. That's my philosophy, and this is how my mother taught me. And sometimes there was one time I thought I would become a chef.
Oh, really? You wanted to be a chef? What was your favorite dish to make?
Potato pancake, you know.
A potato pancake. A potato pancake. So we go from food to fashion. Talk to me about your current collection. What makes that stand out?
It's about 5 elements: water, fire, metal, wood, and earth. Everything you see, the shapes, color, textures. I wanted to design the collections based on the Chinese cosmologies. Besides fashion, you know, I want the people that who love my work to wear something that they will feel good and also empowered in them.
Well, that's what it's about. It's about feeling good.
Feeling good, and a lot of people, they just blindly follow the trend. It's really more about their own personality rather than follow the trend. What makes them feel good and who they are is most important.
Technology has really changed the way you interact with your customers.
Getting to know the customer quickly, you know, like, you know, to understand, you know, what they need, and besides that, allow me to expand my horizon. Besides the, you know, the creativity part of it, you know, like reaching out to customers, they will let you know about the feedback about what they like, what they don't like, and we can sell online, you know, and then you can immediately know what piece is selling more, you know, just instinct, you know.
And you've taken technology, even designed your own computer laptop.
Yes, the computer is great. When people place the computer, they feel that they are, you know, placed on the desk, look like they're in the garden, the beautiful flowers and beautiful colors, and it's the first women's computer with colors and patterns, yeah. And I call it digital clutch.
The clutch.
Yeah, digital clutch. You're carrying
Like
the clutch instead of a computer.
The
digital world has become so fashion now, you know, how we beautify it, you know, I think that's quite important, you know. And I really enjoy doing that part of it.
A lot of celebrities wear your clothing. When you're walking down the street and you see a regular person wearing your designs, how is that different from seeing someone on the red carpet wear your designs?
For me, equally excited. My philosophy is to dress everybody, and my clothes reflects, you know, differently on different personalities. That's how I love to see it. I find it interesting to see who was wearing my clothes because it really looks different. Same design, but it all look very different on a different body shape, different personality. And I find it inspirational.
You talk about inspiration, but you also have a book out called China Chic, and it mixes a little bit of everything, a little fashion, a little food. What made you decide to write it?
For sharing what I love, what inspires you from my culture. My purpose, what I'm doing, like share my work to the world, is about my culture. I'm the bridge of the east to the west and the west to the east. This is my road. This is my purpose, what I'm doing,
It's so
Vivian,
great
good
to see you. Yeah, so great. Oh, she's Lisa Mattel.
Hi.
AJ,
nice to meet you. Chef Ruben is inside. He's ready to show you how to make the roasted silver cod. So right this way.
Yeah, so great.
We're in the kitchen of Hakkasan, and this is Chef Ruben. He's going to show us how to make Vivienne Tam's favorite dish. It's a roasted silver cod with champagne. What makes cod so different from other fish?
So it's known to be more lean, and it's high in omega-3 fatty acids. It's very healthy, and it has more flesh on it, so it's better yield for us.
What do we need to get started?
First, we gotta make the marinade. We use the Louis Roederer champagne, and then Japanese mirin, which is it's a basic cooking wine for Japanese.
Mirin.
Yeah, mirin.
Okay.
Lime, lemon, and salt.
Let's make the marinade.
All right. So first, I like to start out with the liquids. That way, when I add the salt, it won't stick to the bottom. But first, I'll start with the mirin because it's more heavy.
Where can people find mirin?
So mirin you can find in any Asian store, or even if your grocery store has an Asian section, you could easily find it in one of those aisles. And now add the champagne.
What does the champagne do to it?
It helps the flavor go inside of the fish. Now we add the salt.
How long do you whisk it?
Whisk it until all the salt is dissolved. And now I'll add equal parts of limes, so 4 slices, and 4 slices of this. Beforehand, I dab the fish so it's nice and dry. That way, the water, when I put it inside the marinade, the water won't ruin the marinade, basically. So I get all the nice flavor and juice inside.
Soaks right in.
Yep. So you put the lemons and limes on top, so that way it helps submerge the fish. And even if your fish is like very light in weight and it's still going up, I recommend taking the saran wrap and just pushing it down until all the liquid just comes over the saran wrap. That works perfect too.
How long does it have to stay in here for?
The minimum requirement is 7 hours. Yeah, 7 hours, or even if you leave it overnight, it's fine.
How long do you have to cook it for?
Anywhere from 6 to 12 minutes, depending on the size of the fish.
And how do you serve the cod?
So we serve the cod over a bed of choy sum. It's a Chinese vegetable, and then I just add the champagne sauce, which actually makes the dish.
What goes in that sauce?
That sauce is made with mian lao, which is basically Chinese roux, butter, salt, and the same Japanese mirin. All the ingredients are mixed in a double boiler, and I whisk it until I get the right consistency.
I'll let you finish up here. I'm gonna join Vivienne back at the table, all right?
All right.
Thank you.
No worries.
All this incredible food, you have to tell us what we have here.
Absolutely. So we're going to start off right here. We have the vegetarian dim sum platter.
Look beautiful.
In terms of the selection, right in the center, we have the bean curd lotus roll. In the orange is our bamboo dumpling with a little bamboo pith and bamboo shoots. We also have the Chinese chai flour dumpling, and then, of course, the morel crystal mushroom dumpling. I'll go ahead and serve you my favorite one, which is the morel crystal mushroom dumpling.
How would you describe dim sum to someone who doesn't understand what it is?
Dim is like little dot, and sum is heart. Like put the little dot in your heart is meaning like you do everything with meaning, with your heart.
They always say that you should be enjoying dim sum with those you have closest to you in your heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I see a sauce here. Is this what we put
Yes,
with it?
that is a chili sauce traditionally served with the dim sum.
We go to have dim sum every Sunday when I was in Hong Kong.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
So it
it's
was
like
like a
family
tradition.
gathering, you know, talk about different things like, you know, gossips, you know, like updating, catching up, you know. I mean, the family. It's a very Cantonese style.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now this one was again.
It's the morel crystal mushroom dumpling, so it's a little bit of the morel mushrooms, pine nuts, as well as a little cilantro in there. So a lot of different flavors and textures going on.
Oh, that is good.
Yeah. Good.
Oh, delicious.
Each one of the dim sum has different texture. Real sexy, you know.
Real sexy. We like that.
So I think this is more sexy too, you know, like.
Yeah, so over here we have the roasted silver cod with champagne, the one that Chef Ruben showed you how to make, served on a bed of gailan, as you can see, with the crisped lotus roots over there on the side as well.
I loved about the codfish because it's like no bone. Remember you have
Yes, no bones.
It's great for the, like for me, you know, for a lot of customers too, they worry about the bones. You know, I mean, the taste is like so delicious. Like, I talk about sexy. This is really even more sexy than the dim sum. You know, I mean.
This is the stir-fried lotus root, kind of the whiter style vegetable.
So I serve you something, some lotus.
Sure,
root,
thank
yeah.
you.
We also have a little asparagus, carrots, and lily ball, which is served with a black pepper sauce.
Yeah, lily bowl is so delicious.
I've never had lotus roots before, or dim sum. This is a great day for me.
It's always a little tricky with the chopsticks.
Yeah. Lotus root is, you can do so much with the lotus root. And I remember that, you know, we can have like red beans inside the lotus root too, you know, like to make soups from it.
This place is gorgeous. How would you describe the decor?
Very elegant style of Chinese garden, mixed with the dark wood patterns. It's meant to be a lot more intimate, especially at the nighttime, with the colors and the marble as well. It's definitely more fashionable than most restaurants. So.
I love about the feeling, you know, I'm like during lunchtime, I came here, I feel like in a garden.
Do you ever get inspiration for your styles through the foods you eat?
Oh yeah, totally, and like the colors. Sometimes I take pictures of the color of the dishes, so, oh, maybe I can make my dress like this kind of color, the texture, and how you wrap that dim sum there, you know. I think maybe make a dress, the wrapping up like that with different like color inside and seafood, you know.
It's the next collection.
It's the next collection, yeah.
They say that the more folds you have on each individual piece of dim sum, the more skilled the chef is.
You see all the fold there, you know.
You have a very skilled chef.
I'm so lucky to find this, to know, you know, Hakkasan here, because it's so hard to find a good Chinese restaurant.
Well, thank you very much. Well, we're lucky to have you come here.
I love being here, you know. I always tell my friends to come here. All my like Hong Kong friends and like friends from all different parts of the world, you know, have to come to Hakkasan. When they ask me what is the best restaurant in town for Chinese food, have to be Hakkasan.
Well, thank you very much. Shall we move on to everyone's favorite course? For dessert, we have an exotic fruit platter. It's a seasonal selection.
So colorful, beautiful.
Yeah. All sorts of different selections, as you can see. Some a little more domestic, some a little more foreign. We have watermelon, pineapple, passion fruit seeds on the top, a little bit of dragon fruit, and of course some fresh green apples as well.
It's from tropical weather. So, yeah.
A great summer dessert.
Yes, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to go dig into this. Thank you
Let's go
guys
there.
so much. I've had a great time.
Cheers.
Cheers. Hakkasan is where it's at. We're in the Tastemaker's Kitchen, brought to you by Eaton Town TV and Appliances. For our Doggy Bag segment, our executive chef Mike D'Angelo from Citrico's in Bradley Beach, New Jersey, is gonna show us how to reheat and reinvent take-home food from your favorite restaurant. What's in our Doggy Bag, Chef Mike?
Sausage and peppers.
That looks good for a leftover. What are we turning this into?
We're gonna make some mini calzone.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh yeah.
I like it. What ingredients do we need to get started?
Simple. Mozzarella cheese, Parmesan cheese, tomato sauce, little salt and pepper, and pizza dough.
What do we do first?
We're gonna make 4 calzones. Dough is cut in 4. We're gonna just easily press it out, just like this here, stretch it, okay? Doesn't have to be perfect.
Okay.
All right, just pull it, just like that.
And you can get this dough at any supermarket?
Just go to the supermarket, your local pizza store, and you tell them you just want 1 pizza dough. They'll be more than happy to sell it to you.
All right. 3, 4.
And 4. Next, slice your sausages and the peppers.
So you want to make them bite-sized.
You want to make it bite-sized, but you don't want to make big chunks. You want to flatten them out when you make the calzones. Next, we'll assemble our calzone. Let's take one of these doughs that it's already stretched out. Now watch this. Little sausage here. Now we'll put some mozzarella cheese, little pecorino or Parmesan cheese, little tomato sauce.
Is that your special sauce?
My special sauce. Little salt, little pepper, and now the magic. Fold the dough over in half and pinch the edges, and voila.
Wow, that was pretty easy.
It is easy, very easy. This is gonna go in the oven at 375 for about a half hour. After 30 minutes, we slice our calzones in half. We pour marinara sauce on top, sprinkle Parmesan cheese. We're ready for a party.
I like the way you're talking. You took leftover sausage and peppers, invited a few ingredients, and there you have it, calzones. Let's dig in.
I'm ready.
These are fun. I'm gonna make them at my next party. Thank you for joining us on Tastemakers, where you always have a reservation for food and fame. For complete recipes and additional clips not seen on this show, log on to mytastemakers.tv. Until we eat again, I'm Lisa Mateo.
When I was in primary school and secondary school, we have a cooking class, and I was the number 1.
No way, the top of your
I-
class.
Yeah, there was when I was young. No, when I was young, you know, yeah. I because I love making dishes, mixing different ingredients, being creative, you know, being adventurous, you know, yeah. I'm water, too much water, and lack of fire. That's why I wear red color. I need to wear red color.
So
Red color representing fire.
Okay.
So it enhances my energy and give me energy. As a designer, I think it's about responsibilities to able to design clothes that are suitable for what we really need at this moment, you know. This spring collection actually is about 5 elements. Chinese cosmology. Actually, food also about the 5 elements too.
It always comes back to food. I love that.
Food and, yeah.
I'm going to pour some tea, so that is good too. Pour some tea. It's very Chinese. Yes. Isn't it great? It's well tender.
We're gonna make 4 mini calzone. 3 for me, 1 for you.
What? Get out of here.
We did it, baby!